Hey, what's up guys? Kranzo here to show you how to use the Ouija card. So when you get the card, take it out of the package, you'll see it's got this big old slit in it. It's kind of a thick card, and there'll be a little barb about the thickness of a paperclip metal sticking out there, okay? So you want to keep that at the end that's away from you. So you always want to keep the little barb that's sticking out away from you, not on this end close to you, but on that end away from you. So it'll always be on the bottom of the deck. And so you just have a card selected, and generally when you have a card selected, you would have somebody take a card. So once again, the gimmick's on the bottom. Just have somebody take a card. They take any card they want, okay? Now once again, if a card is usually selected, you would cut the deck, have them replace the card, and then drop the other half on top. And that's essentially what you're going to do. So once again, the gimmick is on bottom. You cut the deck, they replace their card, and instead of dropping this on top, you're actually going to slide the halves together because you want to engage the barb, all right? So you slide the two halves together, and that locks it in place, which will make it so the barb is at the other end facing you, all right? So if you're holding the deck like this, the barb is right underneath my thumb, so I can actually show it all the way around if I wanted to. Now, if you place the deck on the table and put pressure, the cards will stay there, but if you slowly relax, the cards will cut. And it's cool because if it's the actual spectator's finger, you can kind of feel the cards moving and it pushes your finger away. It's really cool. So you would just press down, say, here, push the deck right next to my finger. You take your finger away, so they take over, and then you tell them to just slowly relax as they think of their card. And of course, the cards cut. It's really awesome. Another way to do it is to have the card replaced and then set up the pack and then squeeze the deck and then have them squeeze the deck in between their hands and then tell them to slowly relax. And what's cool is they'll actually feel the cards cut in between their hands, and when they lift up their hand, they'll see that the cards have cut in one spot, and of course, it cuts right to their card. That's how I use it most often. So here's another idea. I guess Warren Stevens would do this with a penny. You set up the deck in the same way so that the barb is at the end above the selected card, and then you put a penny on the end of the deck, and you tell them to push down on the penny, and of course that will keep the cards there, and then if they relax, the cards will cut right at that spot, and of course that will be their selected card. Now, because I don't have a table, the cards just fell out of my hand, but usually they would just move off the deck onto the table or whatever the surface is you're using. So that's a really cool way to do it too, and it's just got the idea of using a lucky penny, which can add a nice presentation. And last but not least, if you take some of the cards away so you don't have a complete full deck, that way the deck can fit loosely in the box, you can set the deck up, set the gimmick up the exact same way, so you basically just slide the two halves together, so you're setting up the gimmick so it ends up on this side of the deck, and then you just put the deck in the box, and then if you squeeze the box, nothing will happen, but if you relax, as you snap your fingers, the card will fly out. So it's a really cool visual you can use to open your show, or just as a gag, or just a fun visual moment. Enjoy!